Hello, here we are at Fabrica, the old liquor factory that I'm in the process of restoring. What I wanted to do with you today is just show you some of the things related to the making of the liquor. Now the liquor is this stuff, not this actual stuff. This is a new purchase from Cantabria, but it's called aguardiente de orujo. It looks harmless enough, but it's 48% proof, so that'll knock your head off. And what better place to start than with this vine? Because aguardiente is made from distillation of the wine, or it can also be made from distillation of pomace. Now, pomace is the bits of leftovers from winemaking, like the skins and the pulp and seeds and all other bits and pieces that are left over. Anyway, let me show you what there is, and I'll explain a little bit about it. Well, I've been doing a little bit of industrial archaeology because this base was actually underneath the slab of concrete, and we've discovered these lovely terracotta tiles and a couple of pits. And this almost certainly was used for treading grapes, with the pits collecting the grape juice, and in the case of this place over here, it would have actually gone in and fed into a larger chamber. And I'll show you that right now. Okay, this is the larger chamber. As you can see, it's on two levels. The first level I've actually put floorboards on because I'm going to use it to store stuff at the moment. And then the lower level, which is quite deep, and I'll take you down there in a minute, is basically a fermenting vat. Well, this is the upper level, the treading area. In the day, the door wouldn't have existed there. There'd probably just been a small opening in which they could have thrown through grapes. Along with that window there, that would have been a bigger opening as well. And where I've got the floorboards now, obviously they would have put boards, but there would have been spaces in between them. So as they were treading here, they could, the grape juice would just fall through into the chamber below. They probably held on to ropes just to get their support, but interestingly, there's a couple of handprints there. I don't know, maybe that could be wine staining. Well, here we are in the bottom of the pit, and there's a little hole going out into another area, which I'll show you later. But as you can see, this pit's quite deep. I mean, I've got plenty of headroom, and when it was full, probably had 10,000 litres in it. Well, this is the smaller pit, and the last pit, which is connected through to the large one. There's a little hole here, and I think this is where they drew off the fermented wine, which was in the larger pit. This was completely full of rubble too. We've excavated it, finding quite a few old bottles, mainly medicine bottles, bits of crockery, and also quite a lot of bones, which we still haven't identified. They're not human. Someone did tell me that they used to use bones in the process somehow. I'm not sure whether it was with finings. And there is an old story that they actually chucked in ham legs to give wine body. Maybe that's where the word comes from. Anyway, moving on. Also written on the walls are
people from the village who've brought in presumably quantities of grapes. And it says there kilos, 83 kilos, 100 kilos. I mean, there's one there which says Jueves 8th of September 1905, 1906. I think it's a Thursday. Salvador. And he's brought in 100 kilos, 101, 99, 92, 100. A total of 1,191 kilos. Bienvenido. Daniel. Feliciano. Vicente. Unfortunately, they're all being washed off now. It was protected a little bit when the building was here. Nice bit of history. Well, all that's left in the Fabrica now are just these pits and quite a few other relics, but that's really for another day. Oh, and by the way, it turns out the bones that we found are from a sheep or a goat, looking at the jawbone. They were the lower part of a leg, so if they weren't used in the process, then they certainly ate a lot of trotters.